guys, Michelle here from Miracle Canine. Today we were going to talk a little bit about our daycare that we have available to our clients. One of the nice things about our daycare program is that it is available to only clients that have done training with us. That allows us to really amplify the benefits and the enrichment that your dog gets out of it because they have the skill set needed to be successful in all different avenues. Another aspect of our daycare that I really appreciate is that it is customized to fit your dog when they come to the program. And it's not this is our program, and if your dog doesn't fit the temperament or the expectation or the mold that works, you're just kind of out of luck. Our program, on the contrary, is very heavily focused on fitting it to your dog and their needs. So we have three main areas that we focus on, and then there can be some variations within that to accommodate your dog's specific needs. So we definitely focus on socialization with other dogs. That could include, if your dog is really struggling with socialization, some baseline entry, getting them accustomed to being around other dogs. We utilize different tools like muzzles and things like that. Again, because our program is training focused, we put a lot of emphasis on appropriately pushing the envelope with making sure your dog is making progress in certain areas that are needed. But we also have the discernment and the skill and the knowledge to be able to make sure that it's going to be successful and how to do those things safely for you. So that's a really cool aspect of our socialization program. We also focus on training. So your dog will get training tune-ups while they're here. There's tons of different variations that could be in. We have clients that will specifically request certain things that they would like their dog to be worked with. That could be handling drills, that could be grooming issues, that could be distraction training, any number of things. And so we really can hone in on focus on those aspects when the dog is with us. We also do a lot of group training exercises. So we will do group downstays where we'll have, anywhere from 5 to 12 dogs all on the floor doing a downstay together, playing off of each other as distractions. We do different group training activities where multiple trainers are working with dogs at the same time. So those are super beneficial in that way as well. We also do a walk. So your dog will get to see out and about the different distractions that we have around here at the facility. We're in a city, so there's always tons going on. So they get a lot of exposure in that way. And with the walks, a lot of times we will walk multiple dogs at a time. Again, depending on your dog's skill level. If they need the one-on-one attention, we will do that. If they can be grouped in with another dog or two on a walk, even better. That challenges them a little bit more. Some other aspects that we will also talk or work on in daycare is we also do some one-on-one play where if your dog really enjoys tug, ball, anything like that, we can get them out and supplement areas to make sure they're having fun at our daycare. On top of the training and making sure that your dog is being challenged and pushed outside of their comfort zone a little bit, we also prioritize that they have a good time while they're with us too. So we really hone in on certain aspects that the dog really enjoys doing and finds pleasure in, whether that be play, whether that be just, running around with a trainer or hanging out with them, some snuggle time, anything like that, whatever is appropriate for that dog, we make sure that we have time to do it. On days where maybe the weather isn't appropriate, being that we're in Cleveland, Ohio, the weather isn't always beautiful outside. So we do have a dog treadmill available to us that we utilize on days where it's either dangerous to go for walks depending on how cold it is, how icy it is, if it's thunderstorming, anything like that. If it's too hot outside in the summer for certain dogs or breeds, we really take that into account for safety, and we will work inside on the treadmill. So they still get a nice amount of exercise and a nice long walk. It's just in a way that's a little bit more appropriate to accommodate either them or the weather conditions that we have outside. One thing to note too is that we do limit the number of dogs that we have come to daycare throughout the week, because we find that obviously the more dogs you have, the more your time is spread amongst those dogs, and we really wanted to capitalize on the time that we have with the dogs when they're here and make sure they get the absolute most out of it as possible. So that's why we've minimized the number of dogs that we have, so that they can get a lot of one-on-one attention. We really can take the time to cater the program to them. And because a lot of the dogs will either come a few days a week or multiple times over the month, obviously we really get to know them specifically, and our daycare attendants can very much focus on growing their skill set over time as they come. So on top of it being customized each day that they're with us, as well as like a long-term plan of while they're coming to daycare, certain areas that we would like to see growth in, whether that be in distractions, whether that be in their social skills with other dogs. We've had really, really cool moments where people will finish their training program and then they'll start coming to daycare, and maybe their dog's been coming to daycare for 2 or 3 months, and then they get that really exciting report card that their dog finally started to play during social time. And those are really, really cool moments to see. And because our daycare is so specialized and individual, we really can keep track of those big milestone moments and be able to celebrate it with the clients. One thing that we really pride ourselves in with any of our training services or any services that we offer to our clients is that we're never going to turn you away. We're always going to have a way to include your dog and make sure that they are taken care of, that they are given access to opportunities that you might not be able to find elsewhere in regular daycare settings or things like that. We have a number of clients that either their dog wasn't allowed to go to a specific daycare, was turned away from a daycare, things like that, just because maybe the dog has some type of behavioral issue or didn't do well in the traditional like mosh pit daycare social setting. And that's not built for everyone, and we understand that. And because we're a training company first and foremost, we really try to prioritize that access to all of our clients. So we're super pleased that we have the ability to cater to each of them individually. So it doesn't matter whether your dog is super tiny, whether your dog is huge, whether your dog has aggression issues, whether your dog has resource guarding, whether your dog, it doesn't matter. They are always welcome to come and enjoy access to our services, and we will find ways to create a safe space for them, to challenge them, and to make you feel good about the work that your dog is doing while you're not able to be there with them at our daycare.